Have you ever wondered the difference between you and your desired greatness? Are you torn in the confusion of realizing who you are and what you're capable of actualizing? What if one decision today can reveal the leader within you and change the narrative? Welcome to Empowerment Hub with Chidebere Clifford Eze, where potentials are unlocked and leaders built. While training minds and challenging excuses, ordinary people are transformed into confident, purpose driven leaders. Every episode is a call to action, to growth, to stretch, and to rise. You are equipped to quit doubting and delaying and to start discovering and becoming. Step in, level up, lead boldly, and transform your world. Be empowered.
Who are your friends? What are the criteria to choose your friends? What are the conditions a person must meet in order to be your friend? Or do you leave your friendship to random and to circumstances, maybe someone you meet anytime or at any season of your life? A couple of days ago, I was having a conversation with a friend, and somewhere in the middle of that conversation, I was reminded of something I can't ignore, and that is that the people we surround ourselves with shape who we become. Research tells that one of the core needs of young people is the need for identity and belonging. And in trying to meet this need, so many young people have ended up in an association that acts like crabs in a barrel. In this episode, we'll be discussing the topic Escape the Crab Barrel. We'll be examining what I titled the 7 C's of real friendship. I intentionally used the same letter C so it can be easier for you to remember and have them in mind always. We'll be looking at how to identify friends who rise with you and not pull you down. But before we continue, I want to ask for a favor. Please take a minute and subscribe to the channel, whether on YouTube or on Spotify, whichever platform you're listening to this. Please take a minute to subscribe, like and comment as well. This will help us reach a wider audience. I'm waiting for you to subscribe. Thank you. So back to our conversation. Let me paint a picture for you. Have you ever seen crabs in a bucket? If you haven't, let me describe what happens. So when you put several crabs in the bucket, something interesting happens. If one crab tries to climb out, maybe to escape, to be free or something, the other crabs will pull it back down. Not because those crabs are evil, not because they planned it, just because that's what crabs do. They can't stand to see one of their own rise above the rest, so they drag it back down to their level. And here's the tragic part. If all those crabs work together, they could actually escape the bucket, escape the barrel, the lid, whatever it is that they are confined in. But instead, they keep each other trapped. And this does not just happen in buckets alone. It happens in our friendships, in our families, in our communities, and different associations. Now let's bring this down to your life. Not everyone sharing for you is really for you. They don't want you to fail necessarily. They just don't want you to rise. Because when you rise, it exposes their stagnation. When you grow, it highlights their lack of progress. And when you step into purpose, it reminds them that they are still stuck. And instead of being inspired by your growth, they feel threatened by it. So, they pull you down, not with violence nor aggression, but with discouragement, doubt, and mockery. Let me give you a real life scenario. So let's say you've graduated from school and you're tired of, you've been searching for a job and you're tired of searching for a job that's not coming. So you decide to start a business. Maybe it's baking, fashion design, content creation, or whatever it is you want to do. You've done your research, you've created a plan, and you are now ready to take the leap. So you share this beautiful idea with your friends. Here is what your crowd friends will say. They will say, business in this economy, you go fail. Oh. Why are you wasting your time? Just go and find a job. Now, how's everybody they hustle? So what makes you think yours will work? These are things your crowd friends will tell you. And if you stay strong enough, and if you're not strong enough, right, you drop the idea and stay stuck with them. Now let's say you are strong enough, you ignore the advice and start anyway. You launch the business, you start posting on social media, you make your first sale, you are excited and you share the good news. Your crowd friends will not congratulate you, they will not buy from you, they will not reshare your post, they may not even refer customers to you. But the moment you post a challenge, maybe a customer didn't pay, or you made a mistake in an order, they are the first to comment. They'll start saying things like, I told you, this business thing is not easy, this business thing is not for you, should have just focused on getting a job. They celebrate your struggle and not your success, because your success makes them uncomfortable, but your struggle, that keeps you at their level. Show me your friends and I will show you your future. If your circle is full of crabs, you will never climb out. You will never climb out. Again, show me your friends and I'll show you your future. If your circle is full of crabs, you will never climb out. Now let's go to the bulk of this episode. The transition to the 6 C's. Not all friendships are crab barriers. We've looked at the crabs, the lifestyle of crabs and their nature. But then not all friendships are that crab barrels. Some are ladders, some are wings. So the question is, how do you tell the difference? So yeah, I've highlighted 6 C's to look for in real friends who will rise with you and not drag you down. First is commitment to God. If your friend doesn't fear God, they won't honor you when it costs them nothing. Let me repeat that again. If your friend doesn't fear God, they won't honor you when it costs them something. Real friends love and fear God. A friend who fears God has a moral compass. They won't betray you, deceive you, or compromise when temptation comes. Proverbs 27 verse 17 says that as iron sharpens iron, so one friend sharpens another. But you can't sharpen each other spiritually if neither of you is grounded in God. A friend without God is a friend without a foundation. And when pressure comes, they will crumble and take you down with them. The second C is compassionate towards people. See, if they can't love people, they can't truly love you. If they can't love others, they can't truly love you. Real friends genuinely love people. They are not just kind to you, they are kind, period. They care about others, they serve others, they treat others with dignity. See, how they treat others reveals their character, and one day you might become others to them. The friend who gossips about everyone to you will eventually gossip about you to everyone. Let me repeat that. The friend who gossips about everyone to you will eventually gossip about you to everyone. Watch how they treat the waiter, the security guard, the person who can't benefit them. That's their real character. If they disrespect everyone except you, it's only a matter of time before you become everyone and they will disrespect you. The very third C is committed to growth and transformation. If your friends aren't growing, they will resent you for growing. If your friends are not growing, they will resent you for growing. Real friends are committed to personal growth and transformation. They are reading, they are learning, they are evolving, they are challenging themselves. They are not the same person they were last year. Stagnant people pull down progressive people. If they are comfortable staying stuck, they will sabotage your progress. Not out of hate, but out of insecurity. So John C. Maxwell that said, growth is the great separator between those who succeed and those who do not. Don't work with people who are allergic to growth. They will infect you with their mediocrity. Don't work with people who are allergic to progress, to growth, to progress, to personal development, to transformation. They will infect you with their mediocrity. The fourth C is share leaders who believe in you. Real friends don't just tolerate your dreams, they fuel them. They don't just tolerate your dream, they fuel them. They believe in you. They see potentials even when you can't. They push you when you want to quit. They remind you who you are when you forget. When I was thinking about this, it reminds me of one of my very dear friend, and I know she will get to listen to this podcast, so I would want to mention her name. She has been a very cheerleader to me. So Chukuma Precious, thank you. So whenever I get to talk about shared friends who are cheerleaders, I get to mention Chukuma Precious. She comes to my mind again and again. See, crabs don't clap, they criticize, they doubt, they mock, they say, "What do you think you are?" But real friends, they say, "I always know you could." Every great person you know had a cheerleader or still has a cheerleader who believed in them when the world didn't. Who is in your corner, and are you in theirs? See, if your friends don't believe in your dreams, they will become obstacles to your destiny. The fifth, the fifth C is contributors who invest in you. So real friends does not just wish you well, they invest in your success. Real friends invest in you. They invest time, money, recommendations, support, opportunities. They don't just invest just words, but action. Investment is not just in words actually, but in action. It is in sacrifice. It is in mutual contribution. Talk is cheap. Crabs will tell you they support you while doing nothing to help you rise. But for real friends, they will open doors, they will make introductions for you, they will lend you books, they pay for calls, and they recommend you for opportunities. Investment reveals commitment. This investment can be the general value they add to your life. It can be intangible investment such as wisdom, encouragement, perspective, or intangible such as time, money, opportunities, and resources. Real friends don't just celebrate your success, they contribute to it. Real friends don't just celebrate success, they contribute to it. And the very last C is companions in every season. Anybody can laugh with you, but real friends cry with you. Real friends are companions in every season, the highs and the lows. They cry with you when you are broken, they celebrate with you when you win. They don't just disappear when life gets hard. Crabs only show up when you are down to remind you why you should actually stay down. But real friends, they show up in the valley and on the mountain top. Let's take for instance in the Bible, Job's friends. When everything collapsed, Job's friends still showed up. You know what it means? They sat with Job in silence for 7 days, like sitting with him in silence for 7 days. That's companionship. Who shows up when you have nothing to offer them? This is a question to think about. So, who shows up when you have nothing to offer them? Fair weather friends are everywhere. True companions are rare. So choose wisely. So here is the challenge. I want to end this with a challenge. So go through the 6 C's again and audit your circle. Are they committed to God? That is, do they fear God? Are they compassionate towards people? Do they really love people? Are they committed to growth? Are they evolving? Are they cheerleaders? Do they believe in you? Are they contributors? Do they invest in you? Are they companions? Are they there in every season? If your friends shake most or all of these boxes, you are not in a crab barrel. You are in a brotherhood. Protect it. But if they don't, if your friends pull you down, if they discourage your dreams, if they celebrate your struggles and disappear when you need them, then you are in a crab barrel and it's time to climb out. Because your future is too important to be surrounded by people who don't want you to rise. Escape the crab barrel. Find these 6 C's. Build friendships that lift you. Again, don't just seek out for these 6 C's in people. Also have these 6 C's in your own life. So be committed to God, be compassionate towards people, be committed to growth, be a cheerleader to someone, contribute immensely to someone, and be a companion to someone. Thank you for listening. See you next week.